This is based on a true story. It was just 2 days ago, a clear Wednesday night, when I was washing dishes while listening to my inner self arguing. I have to ace this presentation, bro. Any ideas? Dude, what if you end up embarrassing yourself in front of everyone? No, I will always prepare to my fullest, and then everything will be alright. I admire your positive thoughts and all, but isn't this your final presentation? What did you just say? Isn't this your final presentation? No, before that. I admire your positive thoughts. Yes, exactly. It is all about the thoughts. Our thoughts can be very powerful in terms of influencing our behaviors, our emotions, and our actions. Therefore, today within this presentation, I would love to show you some interesting laws of life that could help you view everything in a totally different perspective. The 3 laws are the Cunningham's law, the law of disappointment, well, I made that name up, and lastly, the last one, I bet you all have heard of this, the Murphy's law. Feel free to interrupt me anytime if you have questions, and let's go. So, first of all, if you have any problems, all you have to do is to ask the right question. Now, the thing is, the right question sometimes isn't a question at all, which brings us to this first law, the Cunningham's law, which states that the best way to get the answer is not to ask the question. It is to say the wrong answer. Now, this follows the human nature of wanting to correct others' mistakes, of wanting to be right, or rather of wanting to be acknowledged that they are right. But how to apply this in practice then? I have no idea. Then my best advice is to just keep practicing it. So for example, let's say you want to decide when to go have dinner with your girlfriend. What would you ask her? Where do you want to go for dinner? Nah, she will hit you with, no, you decide. Okay, now how about switching the question a little? I remember that you said you love hot pot, especially in this cold weather. So let's go have some. Now, it's either 1, she corrects you that she loves something else other than hot pot, or 2, she jumps at you and she yells, oh my god, so you do remember, so you do love me. Either way, now you know what to go get for dinner. Guaranteed. Okay, so coming up next, how many of you here watch Tom Holland's Spider-Man? Okay, that's a considerable amount. Well then, thank you. Well then, you should all be familiar with MJ. In the movie Spider-Man No Way Home, she says something along the lines of, keep your expectations low and you will not be disappointed. And that is the entire idea of the law of disappointment. Okay, let's say you are at a bus station and you see a beautiful lady over there. So you approach her and you say, hey beauty, may I have your number? And when you say that, you think that, oh, you will hypnotize her anyway. She will give you the number anyway. But as you can see, she completely ignores me. Okay, rewind. You approach her and you say, excuse me miss, may I know what time it is because my phone battery just died. Thinking that, oh, she probably won't answer me anyway. But to your surprise, she happily answers you with the time and then you two start chatting. Now which one is more preferable, right? But then again, how to apply this? Well then, you have the right to expect highly in yourself because you know who you are. You know better than anyone else what are you capable of, and that is what will keep you to always strive forward for the better. But when it comes to anything else other than yourself, then I consider you should lower your expectations a bit, because after all, you don't know about their capabilities to know what to expect. And lastly, have you heard of the term self-fulfilling prophecy? Self-fulfilling prophecy. No, okay. It is a belief that will influence your behavior, thus causing the belief to come true. It's okay, I didn't get it the first time either, so here's an example. In the movie Kung Fu Panda 2, when Lord Shen, the peacock, when he heard that he will be defeated by a dragon warrior of black and white, what did he do?
Destroy the whole village?
Yes, exactly, thank you. He killed all the pandas, thinking that would stop the prophecy from becoming true. But little did he know, all he ever did was just to lead the way for Po to eventually defeat him. And that is the entire idea of Murphy's Law, which states that if anything could go wrong, it will. And in other words, if you are scared, if you are afraid of something is going to happen, then the more likely it is going to happen. But then again, how to apply this? So when you have a task, then try to picture the positive outcome in your mind. Your attitude will then be 100% positive, and so will the outcome. And vice versa. If you imagine the situation to be negative, then the real outcome will turn out to be just as negative as you imagine it to be. And so that completes my presentation.